Hello, everyone. And here, head of community at Livepeer, pronouns are they, them. And this is Watercooler, our weekly Monday event where we talk all things Livepeer. We have some updates from me first. Um, we have hit another all time high network fee of just over 19,000. The Explorer is not working right now for me, so I think it was like 19,312 or some variation of the 123 for the hundreds spot. But that is a pretty massive accomplishment. So congrats to everybody who's continuing to push on the network fees and growing those. It's really amazing to see two back-to-back all-time highs. Pretty incredible stuff. We also, at last time I checked, which is late last week, we were at I think 49.4% participation rate. So that was just below the 50%. So we are increasing inflation on the network still. Hopefully, we see above 50% soon. Also, the Daydream server, which is growing to be the premier real time video AI community or live video AI community, whichever you prefer, just hit over 1,000 members last week. It's now at 1,100 members and continues to grow. So if people are interested in that vertical, please jump in there. We changed it a bit, so now there's a more general group there. It's not just focused on Daydream as a product, but Daydream as a real-time video AI community. So we have creators, researchers, builders, and creative technologists. And we had a massively successful workshop last week where I think about 36 people attended. Andrew, who is a touch designer developer, presented paintbrush tutorial late last on Thursday last week. We're doing another workshop on Thursday. Event details to come soon. But anyway, if you're interested, tap in there. Just want to say that the community's been finding a lot of early success, which is a strong signal for the future of real-time video AI. And finally, we are planning a number more orchestrator workshops. Sorry, not orchestrator, delegator workshops. We're going to have one in Lagos, Nigeria, run by Aniche Joel, who have been in the community for a long while. And then we're also going to be running another one in Salt Lake. I connected with Will, who has been in Web3, or I guess it wasn't Web3 then, crypto/Web3 since 2013. He had told me that he had at one point had 600 Bitcoin in his wallet. And I said, did you keep at least one? And he was like, no. And I was like, no. But he has an email list of over a few thousand Web3 enthusiasts in Salt Lake or in the Utah area. So we'll be doing another delegated workshop and hopefully get more attendance and more, impassioned folks to join the community and become delegators. That is it for me. Any foundation updates today, Rick, or none from you? You're muted.
Now this should work.
Yes. Hi.
Amazing. Yeah, some very small updates, and thank you for giving me the time. So for people that don't know, the Livepeer Foundation was established in the beginning of June officially to steward the Livepeer ecosystem, to give all the stakeholders in the ecosystem a way to shape the Livepeer roadmap. And the first thing that was done by the foundation there was advisory boards. Advisory boards are from experts within the community, outside of the community. That worked to really shape like the Livepeer Foundation roadmap. So I will share some resources in the chat that link you to the foundation. In that process, the advisory board currently are already in the final stages there. So we have published the strategic pillars for the Livepeer product. We have published the go-to-market there. We also published last week the tactical objectives. So was a fireside where Rich presented this last week. You can look that up. It's also in the notes. And currently this week, the foundation board members from the network growth, governance, and markets boards are working on synthesizing the technical recommendations into a roadmap. So a 6-month roadmap for the Livepeer product that will shape and showcase where groups can contribute to the Livepeer product moving forward. And this will also be published next. So if there are any questions on the technical recommendations, the foundation, I'm here, at least for the initial part of this meeting. And that was my update for this week.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. All right, now into the meat and potatoes. We have first up Define, who's going to be doing a preview of the project that Agent SP is working on.
Hello guys. Today we're gonna release the AgentNet. I see some orchestrators from the agent are here. For those who are not, I will briefly explain that the AgentNet is basically an experiment that the agent SP runs, and it deploys autonomous agents who can communicate uh, with each other and accomplish greater, greater cognitive challenges. I will show you some slides that I prepared. Uh, I don't know if I can get access to the cam. I can share my screen. 1 second.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yes. Give me a moment. Can you see my screen?
I can, yeah.
Okay, great. So I will explain what this version of the Ethernet does. So instead of starting with autonomous embodied agents, which we have the technology and the repository, we selected to start from non-embodied agents, so agents without avatars. And the reasoning that we did that was it was the initial step, let's say, the natural step after having the payment logic and having the GPU checks. And these, so we can naturally progress to the embodied agents after that because it has all the periphery logic and all the core logic. So all the core architecture will be the same, just the logic that is lives inside the application will change. And the second reasoning is that even if you have embodied agents on on the background, you will need other non-embodied agents to support those agents. So you will need, if you have a streamer agent, you will need a talent manager agent or a scheduler agent or a personal assistant agent. So we need to also take into account that layer of compute, and it will be super easy to implement uh, those background agent activities after we have them already from this initial version. So what is this system? It's a trading system. It gets all the current data. It supports an array, I think, 50 plus trading symbols, both on the digital assets market and the traditional finance market. And you basically give it a starting capital, which is not actual capital. It is emulated capital, but it acts like it emulates actual market activity. So it takes into account sleep ads and also trading fees depending on the platform, and emulates how real trade is so that we can very quickly gauge what kind of LLM implementations are viable and how the architecture works, which will be uh, on all the next scheduled versions as well, including the embodied agents, is that we have a central manager, which is a container we have from our end. It's logic we have in our end that basically controls all the agent agents, and it can um, each orchestrator is running agent containers, a cluster of containers. Immediately once you launch an agent container as an orchestrator, you will be connected to the central manager. The central manager will be able to see you, and from that time, the central manager can launch 24/7 always autonomous agent. It can give them general direction. It can change their general prompt. It can monitor them and query them for their results. So you're an orchestrator. You run your Docker agent. What does it actually have inside? You have three components. You have the data layer, which is the market data container. This is very abstract, but bear with me. You have the market data container, which is where all the data goes, all the Polygon, all the blockchain data, whatever you need to give to your agent with your prompts is there. Then you have the AI agent containers, which is the thinking component. It takes all the data, it processes it depending on its goal, and it thinks what needs to do. And then you have the trade execution container, which basically mimics how it is to trade on the actual market and proceeds to do the order, register the P&L, do the risk validation, and do all the portfolio updates. And so, as you said, it's a pretty simple architecture which we are looking to emulate in our embodied agents. We have the steps that we're taking the data input, we aggregating all the data we need, then we are continuously passing that data to the trade executions. The agents say what kind of orders they want to complete, they do all the P&L registrations, etc., etc. And so the central manager, what can it do? It can deploy new agents. It can monitor the health of the container and the agents. It can configure the prompts and the parameters. It cannot scale resources up and down. This is incorrect, but it can allocate resources between the agents. We have an emergency shutdown in case that something goes wrong. It's a needed. Also, we have other security utils and security updates regarding how we operate and how you connect to the central manager. We use a pretty good privacy PGP key for that, and also other security features, which we will release on the release notes. And so what this architecture gives us is 24/7 always running agent, always generating data. You can have AIs partnering with each other, so you can have the agent synergizing between the different containers to solve bigger problems. Something which is not out of the box possible currently for the agent networks. So we really want every agent that comes into the network through any way to be able to have access to that greater intelligence, to partner with other agents like a swarm. And this, we believe, it will greatly boost any value generated and proven from that framework. We have implemented a lot of security, as I said. This has passed multiple LM security reviews. There is, of course, way to improve security, so we will iterate on that. And so I think the rest is a bit technical. You can start with any kind of capital that you want. We use the 1000 for this, and we will also publish at the end of this week the exact P&L from this test, and we will do the same for the embodied agents as well. SAP, once they have their the ability to do P&L on them as well.
Very cool. I'm super excited about this. Question for me: what are the plans kind of for top of funnel promotion? Can Inc. help at all, or Foundation help at all from our channels?
Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna release in about 2 hours. So I'm very excited for your feedback and what the community will say for this and the next update, which will add the embodied agents. If anyone has any question, please bring it up.
Oh, Define, did you hear what I said or no?
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, I asked a question. Yeah, I was asking, how are you going to figure it out, and do you need Anchor Foundation to support in any way?
Sorry for that. There was
You're fine.
some sound and I couldn't hear your question.
Oh, am I clear, or is there some? You still hear it?
There was some noise when you said the question from Discord, not from your side.
Oh, can you hear me? Can everyone else hear me?
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Yes, now I can hear you
flickering
perfectly.
your sound, but it's gone now. It
Oh,
works.
weird. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on there. I was just asking, is there any? How are you going to kind of do distribution to get the word out? And then, do you need Anchor Foundation to help you with any sort of distribution on announcements?
Yes, totally. So regarding distribution, there are two ways with which this can be distributed. So the first way is having the agents autonomously generating value from different user cases. So
Oh, sorry. When I
this
say
is, as I said,
distribution,
very
I mean
experimental, but
when I say distribution, sorry, I mean like marketing, top of funnel stuff.
So for that, yes, but only for the business side of you need to sell the embodied agents as API. I'm not a market person. We're of course like looking to expand our capabilities there. But for right now, it's we do not have the capacity to do serious marketing for this, and this is why we also go on the route of the autonomous agent. But
Okay.
there will be a point very soon where we will differentiate on how to handle the SaaS of selling the API access and how we will handle the autonomous agent
Okay. Cool.
on the market side.
Awesome. Any other questions from other folks? All right. Thanks, Define. Okay. Up next, we have Titan with
Thank you, guys.
the live Sarah event. Titan, tell us about it.
Test 1 2 3.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing just like an event tomorrow. So we're gonna be doing like a one soul giveaway for an event using Daydream. Now I have to make sure we have the Daydream link. Does anyone have the Daydream link for the front end to use, or is it down right now?
Yes. Um, Daydream.live. I'm not sure if it's down. Let me check really quick.
Because I see there's a join a waitlist for APIs, but I don't know where the actual app is to modify your live video. That
It
was like
might
that before.
actually, because they're shipping a new version, so it actually might not be there right now.
Oh, is it not working right now? Because I was hoping to feature it tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like for the interim, it's not up. Wait, actually, yeah, no, I think they took the V1 down. They're launching the V2 soon. That's why.
So, and the old site is still up, but you have to check with Eric if you can provide that to
Oh,
Titan. I'll share it with you.
I think it should be okay.
Here you go. So I can still use it.
Okay. I think we should be.
Daydream.live. It
No, no,
just shows like join.
no. I think Rick shared it with me privately. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can double check with the product team Titan after the call and see if you can use the old version because it's still live, but just the link is no longer there to it.
Right.
Okay, so I'll add that to the list of to dos and I'll get that back to you.
Cool. Yeah, just hoping to because we were just gonna do a live video of someone reading Sarah's prompts. So Sarah replies. She's an AI agent. But we wanted to do just an event where somebody is doing it live. just to get some feedback on like whether people want to see AI agents in this fashion, or what upgrades can we make to them, or just like help guide us through like what people want to see, and like whether there's an opportunity to like use Daydream as like a filter to make the AI agent look a certain way, and or all these type of things. Like we're just trying to iterate and get some fast feedback. So tomorrow at this time at noon, all right, it's 3 p.m. Eastern time, depending on where you are. We're going to have an hour-long live stream of Phoenix answering questions live. And so the idea is, get people to either, watch the live stream, give feedback. Um, you know, Hopefully we can use Daydream and provide cool augmentation to the live stream as someone is like reading the responses live. um yeah, so that's the idea behind it. We're just experimenting, um and then this way we can like give more guidance to how our live agents want to look or feel, or you know just keep experimenting. So yeah, that's the idea. If we can use Daydream, great. I was looking forward to it, but if it's not up and running, then we'll just do a regular live video.
Okay, awesome. And do you have the link?
Otherwise,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
Otherwise, you can also. I think John also. We in the conference team you have like OBS, and you can run directly everything that Daydream is running on a server.
Right. Do you have the link to the event, Titan, or did you drop it already?
I'm literally creating the link, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want to post the link if I can't use Daydream, because
Oh,
it
right.
literally.
Okay, so maybe I'll get the answer. I already messaged Hunter about it. I'll get the answer for you, and then you can post it in general when you have it.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Because yeah, I will. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, but that's the idea, and yeah, that's what. Sorry, I'm just like literally downloading a file as we talk. The concept, yeah, is to just try and use Daydream in like a cross pollination way with what we're building, and see how that can kind of expand. But I guess so they're switching over to APIs so that they could.
No, so there's going to be they're creating a new product. Like it's a V2. We just announced it in the server, in the Daydream server, but there's a V2 being dropped soon. That's on using, instead of Comfy, um, it's using Touch Designer and Stream Diffusion. So it's a little bit of a more customizable experience where you can do more, that Touch Designer allows you to that Touch Designer unlocks for you. So that is the major change, and also it's a little bit higher quality too.
Okay, great. Well, this is the link. Copy link. Watercooler. There's the. Yeah, that was the link that was kind of just posted. So we'll see if we can get Daydream up and running by tomorrow. If not, that's fine. We'll figure out a solution. We can do it again later. It's all good.
Awesome. Thanks for doing that, Titan. Okay, anything else from you?
No, that's all. Come join in and play Sarah's game and give us some feedback for a one soul giveaway. And if you guys want to join, that'd be awesome. And yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you, Titan. All right, up next we have Dane, who has a visual update for the Agent SP. Go ahead, Dane.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and share my screen.
It's not coming through on my end.
Let me try again. There we go. All right, so I've added quite a bit since the last time I've done any demonstrations for Livepeer. So today I'm going to just kind of go through and show you guys some of the things that I've added. So we can now control the actual camera through the TCP hooks, which actually, let me do one thing. So I've got this HTML file that basically sends all of the TCP strings into Unreal Engine, and we can control the entire scene from this external HTML file. And as you can see, I can position the camera wherever I want for the agent, up and down. I can rotate the agent, and I have that inside of here as well. I'm working on getting the rotation to work properly. The rotation doesn't quite work as expected, but we can move the camera. So the general idea is this is going to be controlled by the agent eventually. And it would be really cool to be able to tell the agent in natural language to move the camera back a little bit, move the camera to the right, or do a camera animation that zooms into the character or over the character's shoulder. And we can get like sort of this dynamic animation effect where people can just tell the agent what they want the game engine to do, and it will do exactly that. So as time goes on, I think it would be really cool to have this game essentially be in every animator's like toolkit, so to speak. And I also designed this classroom level. It's pretty basic, but it gives a really good example of what we can potentially do with this game here. For some reason the cameras, there we go. Camera rotation is a little bit off. But this also demonstrates what I plan on doing with the camera component for Unreal Engine. So this whiteboard is just a plain whiteboard right now, or I guess it's not a whiteboard, but it's a screen. And eventually I want to allow for the live streams to play on the texture of this whiteboard right here. So it would be really interesting if the agents could communicate with each other through live streams. They could FaceTime each other, and they could do like informational demonstrations and teach things on this whiteboard, or share anything really, like PowerPoints, for example. And we could get a really interactive experience for the user. So I've also added 44 new body animations to the game here, and I'll just go through those animations quickly. So I think the best one for this scene is probably the present information animation, where she simply presents the animation that could be, or the information that could be on the whiteboard. We've got the dance one. We've had this one for a while. This is the basic start speaking animation. And you'll notice that she goes through and blends into the poses nicely, similar to the Grok companions. I've added the ability to take two animations and combine them into one animation. So the feet will always stay the same, even between these two animations, as it blends back and forth. So we've also got some not safe for work animations, and I'll go ahead and play one of them right now. So now they can give the middle finger. She can tell secrets. Here's an angry emotion. And some of these animations are pretty rough still, but they're being cleaned up quickly. So this is annoyed. She's annoyed. We can do a simple bow. This is when if she can't hear, she's going to do a can't hear gesture. Clock's ticking, so time's running out. Come here. a challenging come here. And basically all of these animations will double as standing animations as well as other states, right? Like she'll be able to do these animations while sitting. She can do these animations while, walking or laying down. And what we'll get is a really dynamic sort of animation system that the agents can control. So the agents can do these animations based on the things that are coming through from the responses. So whenever Sarah interacts with somebody on, Sarah's game, she'll be able to play these animations dynamically. So if she's plotting something, she'll play this plotting animation. If she's, presenting some kind of information, she can present the information. If she wants to salute you, she can salute you. And there's just a bunch of new animations that the agents can sort of go in between. So she can size things, she can count, she can do the infamous Trump thumbs up wave. She can do the simple wave and things like that. And these will be expanded upon as time goes on. But that's pretty much, I also forgot the facial animations now. So we've also got it set up to where the facial animations blend with the NeuroSync blend shapes that come in when we do the lip syncing. So now we can both speak and show the facial animations for the things that she's saying, which will be really cool in combination with those body animations that you just saw. For some reason, this TCP string isn't being sent for these, it looks like, for the facial animations. There must be something going on inside of the TCP actor blueprint, but this is one of the other HTMLs that I had built for the new body animations and stuff. There's probably some sort of TCP string send error in the command for the HTML file, but if you want to see those, maybe I'll post them in the Builder showcase a little bit later, and I'll showcase the facial animations blending with the lip sync, which would be really cool.
All right, thanks so much, Dan. That was super cool.
Thanks for letting me speak.
All right, next up we have Grigore, and you have some questions on orchestration. So take it away. Feel free to ask your questions. We have a ton of orchestrators here who have a ton of experience. Grigore, are you with us?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I thought you mentioned someone else. Yeah, I wanted to ask first on. So I saw there's a lot of AI stuff going on. What's the yeah. So the first question will be, how is the like the past, present, and future on the encoding part of the blockchain versus AI work distribution? Is there any is the direction that encoding is still going to be a good part of this, or is it moving towards more aggressively towards AI? And that will be the first question. What's the balance between what orchestrators are yeah, they can do both encoding and now maybe AI, but is there any, what is the plan to keep a, I don't know, high accent on encoding, or moving towards strongly towards AI?
I can answer the first piece of this, and thank you, Rick, for dropping that Dune dashboard. So you're going to click on that. It shows the distribution of job types on the network and where they originate from. Essentially, the direction, the mission vision of Livepeer hasn't changed. It's still building the world's open video infrastructure. The current direction of Inc. is around real-time video AI. And as you've seen, there's the agent SP, there's the AI SP. So the current focus for at least the AISP in Ink is about real-time video AI, which of course has a video component and can still utilize the transcoding on the network. The Agent SP, of course, as Titan had mentioned, they're still interfacing a lot with the real-time video AI as well in terms of the agents they're building. So it's all still connected inherently to video, just combining video and AI. Does anyone else have any comments, clarifications, want to add to that explanation? Rick, I see you unmuted, but I can't hear you.
I found another link there. Rick has another dashboard for more of like a job type breakdown. It kind of shows how much fees are coming from transcode today.
Cool, thanks. And the second question.
Still can't hear you,
well,
Rick, by the way.
wanted
Go ahead,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, the second question would be, I haven't
No.
seen any.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Do you have a comment before Grigor moves to the next question?
Yeah, I switched to my different microphone, so I hope you guys can hear me. No, the only comment there I think that's important to know, so Livepeer has been doing transcoding since 2017. I think it's a critical component of like the building an open video stack. We also still have groups working on transcoding. The frameworks SP is doing a lot of features to improve transcoding. And essentially, I think both are needed to ensure that we can build an open video stack there. So there's a lot of focus in AI right now. You can also look at like the foundation go-to-market. You see that there's also a lot of AI focus right now. But essentially, you can see that there are a lot of features that can augment the transcoding stack, in my opinion, and we still have groups working on it. One feature where transcoding is really important as well is like decentralized social. You saw on the go-to-market, I will share it as well here in the chat. That one of the angles that the advisory boards took there is also on decentralized social. We know that Streamplace is already working really hard towards this. You also have Nick from UFO, who just launched together with Base on this part, and is also tackling or at least gaining traction on like Forecaster. So transcoding is still done by orchestrators, and I think eventually they're both critical components to like the open video stack. And I think that adds to what Anne already said, that from Ink, I will also share a last blog post from Ink that people can read on like the go-to-market from their side, which might clear some things from their side up. But I think that were the only things that I wanted to add. Let me find the blog post from Ink on this part. So my question there, Grigor, is then, are you already an orchestrator? Do you want to become an orchestrator? I'm curious about the question behind the question, I think.
Yeah, so no, the question is, yeah, first the main thing, and I wanted a general view on the future, both on the orchestrator that okay, encoding consumes a lot less than AI, and for AI, I mean, I could use it for LLM as well. If the payout is, for instance, the payout is less than the encoding, might not be worth it. That's the first thing. So yeah, orchestrator, how much sense does it have to add the AI part versus keeping just the encoding and keeping the GPU low? And yeah, the second one is on contributions with the project itself. I mean, I have some good experience in CUDA, so not sure how much that could be interesting. I'm not sure who I could see. I mean, I see the repos, but not sure if the chat on development is good enough to get an overview on what I don't know, quests, tasks are there. If there's anything interesting I can find, or so it's both on orchestrator and on contribution. Seeing, okay, getting an overview on the development. That's why I asked the question.
Great. Yeah, I can answer both. I think we have other orchestrators here as well. We have Titan, we have John, so they can also give their answer. Essentially, so from the transcoding side, the amount of fees that you will make really depends on the stake there, meaning that the biggest orchestrators with more stake, the selection algorithm takes stake into account. You can see it on the Explorer as well. meaning that you need to have a certain amount of stake to make it profitable. You can start with 1072 transcoding, meaning that it's very low energy there. I've been doing this for a couple of years there. My GPUs, I think, around the 2070s. I'm always surprised if it's more than 120 watts there on like the full load there. It could be maybe, but mostly that's I think what they max out on that machine there. On the AI side, it's a lot more energy intensive. John can tell a little bit about that. For example, the stream diffusion pipeline that's the ink is shaping now, it takes nearly the whole 4090 with all the stuff there. It's a higher energy use, meaning that you will have you will use more energy, so your cost to that you need to have for running these models is higher essentially. Also bear in mind there that the transcoding side was here, have been building that since 2017. The system is pretty optimized. The prices also dropped down there, and on the AI side, the prices haven't stabilized. The network is still being built out, meaning that it's not clearly easy to see yet if it's profitable to do that. Other orchestrators can give a little bit of information if it's profitable for them. You can see the fee growth there, but also it's currently a trade-off between like test traffic that's being done, real traffic, and from the foundation side, we're working to get a better picture there. So on the data landscape, really improve the data landscape so that we can better answer these questions for orchestrators and also for stakeholders and investors. On the contributor side, so I'm really happy to hear that you have like a lot of experience with CUDA. I think that's really valuable. So we are currently working from the foundation side on publishing the roadmap. What the roadmap does, it really it comes from the advisory board, and it gives the community a sense of what products are important for the Livepeer product right now. Meaning from these roadmaps, there will also be grants. We're starting up the grants program again, the bounty program, and this will really help people to see where can they contribute best. Right now, we haven't published that. It's coming soon. But this will most likely help you where you can contribute. Apart from that, you can already, as you see, there are several groups working on the ecosystem that are working for the Livepeer network, for example, Streamspace, frameworks, the AI SPE, the agent SPE. So you can also look if they have jobs that can be done there. But we will publish more information for contributors coming in. Apart from that, from the foundation side, I'm also working on like an operational coordination plan, meaning that helps us coordinate the decentralized groups better, gives people a better onboarding experience so that we can really drive the talent, keep the talent within the Livepeer community. I hope that gives you an answer. It was a little bit long answer there.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the best channel we have to discuss this is the builder launch, mostly there. But if you have any questions for me or for any of the SBs, you can always ping people there as well.
Great, thanks.
So welcome to the community also.
Welcome in. Did you have any other questions, Gore?
No, that kind of encompasses everything. I'll look at the links and I got a good view. Thank you.
Thank you so much for jumping in, and again, welcome to the community. Last up, we have John with two topics: Comfy Stream and some information on AI orchestration. I have someone coming to my house at 2, so I might have to step away for a second. But John, feel free to take it away.
Thanks, Ed. I'll be brief. Yeah, thanks everyone. I did want to give an update on where we are with Comfy Stream over the past week. Last week we demoed our live transcription custom container, which does not use Comfy Stream, but it's a standalone container built on our BYOC package that we built called PyTrickle for integration with the Livepeer network. Today I want to show live transcription working in Comfy Stream. I was going to hold off to demo this until we after we merged, but I'm very excited about it. So if I could share my screen, I'll go ahead and run through that briefly. Moment. So we'll do here. We have a better demo UI, which you guys saw on Wednesday. This is still sort of at a lower level. This should be compatible with that, but we're still running through tests. I have a sample video here. and we have our API. So this is a workflow for audio transcription. It will transcribe in 4-second increments using the Whisper Tiny model. And go ahead and send that request here. And you can see it's actually transcribing the video as it's playing now. I'm going to go over to my local WSL, so I have audio support, and play this with FF Play.
Good conversations in your own language. And I'll also talk about some tips.
And here you can see that the
you can
transcriptions are logging to
better
the console,
conversations
pretty close with
English
what we're hearing
when
in
you're
the audio
speaking,
in real time.
This foreign language. So I think this will be
Likewise,
really interesting and
media
relevant to all
memory
of you,
usage looks good,
because I think all of us
and we also
want
can
to
see the
be better
100 watts of
conversationalists
VRAM.
in our own language.
GPU is being
And
used,
of
very
course,
light
as
usage on
language
the
learners,
VRAM.
we want to get better at speaking to people and having a conversation.
And then
in
also we
our
have a
foreign
stop
language
part
that
to our
we're learning.
endpoint. You can actually stop that stream and start another one. So our API also supports multi-streaming, coming soon with the multi-process inference. So this is a live demo of the real-time transcription. We haven't merged this yet into main for ComfyStream. There's a few PRs in series that have to go in, but this is coming very shortly. And then based off the technical recommendations we've got from the network advisory board last week, combined with the learnings from this demo, we're going to go ahead and put together a ComfyStream architecture engineering spec and submit that for request for comment with the community over the next week. And big shout out to Jason, Brad, Peter, the whole AISP team for helping out here as well, particularly with the transcription part. This audio support in ComfyStream is a milestone we've had our eyes on since at least February, I'd say. Working on many different issues with integrating to AI Runner and the Livepeer network. Taking this BYOC container approach allows us to own the entire stack, ensuring that media is processed consistently. One thing I'm excited about this is being able to put like video and audio through at the same time. Allows us to do audio reactive workflows and more visual. Think about like audio visualizations for concerts and things like that. Could be use cases as well. So happy to take any questions.
Very cool. I'm excited to see you're already integrating some of the recommendations from the advisory board. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. If there's no questions in chat. Oh, we got one.
Yes, this is an open source project. I'll link to our GitHub, and as a matter of fact, I have Rick had posted a link to the community update I posted earlier today. It's got some link to PRs and so on. I will post that in the chat as well.
Amazing. All right. Well, that I think is the end of Watercooler for Monday. Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks for all the conversation, and we'll see you on Wednesday for Fireside.